Hey there guys, welcome to Mathematics Time. It's a bit of Year 6 time revision with Mr. Burns. Let's have a go. Right, today we are revising the key lessons of the Year 6 time material. There are a series of questions to answer, so have a go and then I will show you the solution. Have a go and I will show you the solution. Take notes, do show your work in. Record it, upload it, and show your teacher. You can include the photo on your Google Work document for the day. We do need to see the notes that you have taken and the work you have done because there's no mathematics set today. There is no mathematics activity set today. So you will need to take notes, obviously. You will need to do the work in a book or on a piece of paper. You will need to put that onto the Google Work document for the day or share it with your teacher. Another way, the simplest way, is to put it on the Google Work document. There is no mathematics activity, there is work in this video, the video we are about to look at. Okay, there is 6 questions. Here is question number 1. Convert to 24-hour time. So get your document, get your work in out, and convert 1 p.m. thank you, 1 p.m. to 24-hour time. It is one of these options. I want to see your work in, don't just guess, work it out. So pause me and have a go at that. Okay, I hope you've paused me. I hope you've had a go. The answer is actually 13 o'clock, and the way we get to that is by recognizing, well, time starts down the bottom, doesn't it? It starts at 1 a.m. and then it goes to 2 a.m., then 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., then 5 a.m., then 6 a.m. and 7 a.m., all the way to 10 a.m., all the way to 11 a.m., and then it actually goes to 12 p.m. Here you go, I've actually done a better job. The way to know this is that time starts, well, the beginning of the day is 12 a.m. at night, which is of course actually midnight. 12 a.m. is actually midnight. And then very early in the morning it's 1 a.m., then it becomes 2 a.m., then 3 a.m., then 4 a.m., then 5 a.m., then 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 9 a.m. Oh, sorry, I left out an 8. There is an 8 a.m. 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., then it becomes 12 p.m., and then it goes to 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. But the thing with 24-hour time is we don't use p.m. times. We actually just keep on counting as though we were going from the 12. So instead of going 1 p.m., we actually write, well, 13 o'clock. Then we have 14 o'clock. Then we have 15 o'clock. And of course that works backwards as well. We don't actually have AM times in 24-hour time. We just have 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 13 o'clock, 14 o'clock, 15 o'clock. So 1 p.m. is exactly the same as 13 o'clock. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Right, your next challenge is, what time will it be on, well, 26 hours and 32 minutes after Monday, 7:52 a.m. That's your next challenge. Okay, pause me and have a go at that now. Pause me and have a go at that now. Okay, the best way to deal with this is recognize that 26 hours and 32 minutes is way over 24 hours. So let's just deal with 24 hours straight away. Let's go from Monday, 7:52 a.m. all the way to, well, Tuesday, 7:52 a.m. all in one jump, which means we take off 24 hours off here, which means we're just left with 2 hours. So now we're just left with 2 hours and 32 minutes that we've got to work out. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so now we're just left with 2 hours and 32 minutes. Well, let's just jump 2 hours. Let's go from Tuesday, 7:52 a.m., just plus 2 hours. That's going to be 9:52 a.m. Plus we know we're at Tuesday now, by the way. So now we've done the 2 hours. That's done. Great. Now we're just left with the 32 minutes. Only 32 minutes. Okay, so what's 9:52 plus 32 minutes? Okay, I'm just going to start again down here if that's okay. 9:52 plus 32 minutes. Now, you know what? I'm not smart enough to plus 32 minutes to 9:52 a.m. I'm not smart enough. But I am smart enough to jump only 8 minutes, right, to 10 a.m. I can do that. Which means I've jumped 8 minutes, so that's 32 minus 8, and I can work that out. 32 minus 8 is 20, gee, Mr. Burns, 24, isn't it? It's 24. So we've jumped 8 minutes to 10 a.m. That's great. But there's still 24 minutes left. And now I know, because there's only 24 minutes left, it's going to be 10:24. So the answer is 10:24 a.m. on Tuesday. I wonder how you went. Hey, let's have a look at question 3. What is the time difference? What is the time difference between 8:35 a.m. and 2:20 p.m.? What is the time difference between 8:35 a.m. and 2:25 p.m.? So morning and afternoon. We're going to use a timeline. You're going to pause me and have a go. Have a go all by yourself. Remember, this is revision. Let's see how you go. So do pause me and try and find the difference between 8:35 a.m. and 2:20 p.m. Okay, I hope you pause me. Okay, and we're back. We're going to use a timeline again, and because I'm not very smart, we're going to do it in little jumps. I'm not going to jump all the way from 8:35 to 2:20. I'm not clever enough. I just do it in bits, and you should do it in bits too. Okay, let's go from 8:35 a.m. to just 9 a.m. Let's do that. From 8:35 just to 9 a.m. is 25 minutes. I'm smart enough to work that out. So that's to 9 a.m. Okay, so now let's go from 9 a.m. to, let's go to 12 p.m. We can do that. All the way to 12 p.m. So that's going to be 3 hours, isn't it? So far we've got 25 minutes and we've got 3 hours. Now we've got to get to 2:20 p.m. So let's go from 12 o'clock. You know what? I'm actually smart enough to go all the way to 2:20 p.m. Because, well, you know, let's break it down a bit. Here you go. Let's go from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Let's go to 2 p.m. and that's going to be 2 hours, isn't it? And to 2:20 p.m. is going to be another 20 minutes. So now I've got to add up 25 minutes, 20 minutes, 3 hours, and 2 hours. And I can do that. I know it's going to be actually, because 3 plus 2 is 5 hours, and 20 plus 25 is 45 minutes. And that's my answer. I wonder how you went. Okay, let's have a look at the next question. What is the elapsed time? You've got to be able to read clock faces for this one. Guys, remember I've made a video for every single one of these. Thanks. And these are all in the test, so you're going to need to know them. What is the elapsed time? Well, before we work out elapsed time, and this is a lot like just the question we just did then, isn't it? Before we work out the elapsed time, we need to be able to read a clock. I'm not going to teach you how to read a clock, except that the little hand is here between the 4 and the 5, and the big hand is on the 6. So I guess this clock here must be 4:30. Right, I've made a whole video about that. Okay, I'm not too guilty for not teaching you too much about that. The little hand here is pointed at the 11, isn't it? And the big hand is on the 5, so that's going to be 11:05. So now we've got to work out the time between 4:30. Right, AM, because it says AM, doesn't it? And 11:05 AM, because it says AM there, doesn't it? Okay, so what's the time difference? And again, this is just a timeline. That's all this is. Oh, gosh, look, I'm doing the work for you. I wasn't meant to do that. Well, you can go and work it out yourself. And if you didn't know how to tell the time, make sure you go and watch my video about how to use a clock face or how to tell the time using a 12-hour clock. It's in my time playlist. Okay, pause me and have a go. Here's what you should have done. You should have drawn up a timeline and started to make your way from 4:30 all the way to 11:05. So let's go. Let's take it easy because I'm not super smart. Let's go from 4:30 just to 5, which is going to be 30 minutes, isn't it? Let's go from 5. I'm getting a bit clever now. From 5 all the way to 10, which is going to be actually 5 hours. Okay. Let's go from 10 all the way to 11, which is just going to be 1 hour, isn't it? And let's go from 11 all the way to 11:05, which would just be 5 minutes. And of course, this was 30 minutes here, which means 5 hours plus 1 hour is 6 hours, isn't it? 30 minutes plus 5 minutes is 6 hours and 35 minutes. And that should be your answer. Okay. Let's have a look at question number 5. Right. Australian time zones. What is the time in Sydney when it is 3 a.m. in Adelaide? So what's the time in Sydney when it's 3 a.m. in Adelaide? Okay, you've got to know about time zones here. So pause me and have a go. Pause me and have a go. Right, now the first thing to do is work out what's the time difference between Sydney and Adelaide, and I can see Sydney's down here at 12 noon, 12 p.m. Adelaide is at 11:30 a.m. Okay, so that tells me that Sydney is getting the sunlight half an hour earlier than Adelaide in the day, because it's later in the day than Sydney. So Sydney is essentially going to be plus 30 minutes, isn't it? Sydney is going to be plus 30 minutes because Sydney's at 12 noon and Adelaide's at 11:30, and 11:30 plus 30 minutes equals 12 p.m. Okay, so Sydney we plus 30 minutes onto Adelaide to get the Sydney time. Okay, so if it's 3 a.m. in Adelaide, if Adelaide equals 3 a.m., right, and the rule is plus 30 minutes, right, that just means Sydney is going to equal 3:30 a.m. because the rule is plus 30 minutes, because Adelaide's 11:30, Sydney is 12 o'clock, so the rule is plus 30 minutes. Okay, I hope you got 3:30 a.m. All right, next question. How long does it take to travel from Holden to Davidson? Okay, this is definitely going to be a timeline, guys, using a timetable. Okay, pause me, have a go, pause me, and work it out. Okay, well, you needed to see Holden, and Holden is on the bus timetable here, and Holden starts at 4:29. The bus gets there at 4:29, or leaves at 4:29. And Davidson, there you go, Davidson, 5:25, isn't it? I'm sorry, I didn't point out Richmond. Davidson is 5:25 there, isn't it? So you'd write down 5:25 over here. And now it's just a timeline again, isn't it? I'm not very smart. I can't jump that far all at once. I'm going to go from 4:29 all the way to 5, which is 31 minutes. Yep. Then I'm going to go from 5 o'clock all the way to 5:25, which is 25 minutes. Yep. And so then that's 31 plus 25, which equals 56 minutes. And I wonder if you got 56 minutes. Okay, this has been a revision video regarding the types of questions you should be getting in your maths assessment. Now, if you are stuck on any of these videos, go and have a look at the videos I have made in my time playlist on my YouTube channel, because I have written clearer and created clearer lessons and longer lessons, more detailed lessons on all of these topics. Okay, I hope this has been somewhat helpful. See you later.